Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Common Theory, the internet's #1 competitive Pauper Commander podcast. As you can tell, we actually had the host of the actual #1 Pauper podcast. Alkadron's here.
Hi, it's me. I am, in fact, Alkadron. I'm not in charge of the #1 anything, but I am Alkadron and I am here. And I'm delighted to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
For the longest time, I always tried to make sure to make that full distinction just for you guys, because I'm just like, no, I'm never going to say that we're bigger than PDH Pod. If anything, I always tell everyone to listen to you guys.
I tell people to listen to you.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
Well, I tell people to listen to Des.
And we also have one of my really good friends, Dino Des.
Des.
Well, went through like TikTok's drama together, a whole bunch of other stuff together. Finally happy to have one of my TikTok friends on for a video. So, Des, if you can, introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. I am Dino Des. As my good old friend Franklin has said over there, you can find me on TikTok. I'm on Instagram, Blue Sky, YouTube, you name it. I mostly focus on Magic the Gathering content that deals with dinosaurs or memes or dinosaur memes. But I do splash in deck techs every so often as well.
So, Des, how's your weekend been, man?
Weekend was really good. Mostly just relaxing this weekend. I've been out and about way too much lately, so just chilled back, read a book, listened to music for a good chunk of the weekend, and meal prepped.
Okay, and what about you? How have you been?
I've been good. There's some social upheavals going on in my house right now that I am navigating, and none of them are bad things. They're just sort of changes that involve a lot of like attention from myself and the other members of my family, and I am very excited about them, but also very sort of like emotionally drained at the same time. But I did find the time to do just an enormous amount of PDH this weekend as well. We did some competitive on Saturday. We did some casual on Sunday. I recorded an episode of a different podcast last night. I'm here with you guys tonight. I'm living and breathing PDH, and it feels really good.
Yeah, I was going to say congratulations on another top 4 with Xiao Jun.
Thank you. I was not expecting
your first event on it. A really good deck. That's why I was singing its praises on the tier list last time.
I feel like it is a good deck, but I feel like after Sanctuary, I feel like everyone like knew it was a good deck, and they knew that like we gotta like Dave's the problem. We gotta get him, but nobody got me. It was weird.
No, it's nice when there's other scary decks at the table.
That's the secret.
Yeah.
Be slightly less scary than Weavers, and everyone will yeet their hate at the Evers, and they'll just let you ping them to death. It's pretty fun.
Don't worry, we got that covered for you. Gator, how's your weekend been? Our week has been like nothing but fires, weird stuff going on. Like,
Yes, it's still a mess without a shadow of a doubt. Like, literally couldn't go to work all last week because the fires that are down here almost got to my house.
Oh, literal fires.
On the road to get to work.
yeah,
Literal fires.
Figuratively fires.
I was sure that was metaphorical. That's much more terrifying. Stay safe, King.
Yeah, so literally fires. They actually were only a few miles from my house, less than 5 miles from my house. My entire driveway, my backyard, my cars were covered in ash. But fires were put out. There's more to that than that. I'm not going to get into it because I don't want to be here all day talking about how ridiculous where I live in Florida is. Because if it's not a fire, it's a hurricane. It's not a hurricane, it's lightning. If it's not lightning, it's... So I'm just going to call it a day and get into this lovely podcast and talk about some Magic the Gathering.
I want to talk about gathering.
I do like
that's why we're here. Des also runs Midwest Magic and has heavy involvement with that group.
Yeah, Midwest MTG. It's a really fun group. We started it, I would say, about a year ago now. So still relatively fresh. The idea behind Midwest MTG Meetups is the full name of it, is to bring the convention to the people. So not everybody can obviously travel for MagicCon or anything. So as far as what we like to do, Midwest being the centralized location of the United States, we like to try to make a miniature convention up at LGSs. Just give support to LGSs and bring as many people as we can into them, and as well as giving out unique prizing and just having an overall good time just playing pre-release mostly.
Yeah, because it's also always super important to remind all of us, because, well, at least Alk, you, me, and Gator mostly spend a lot of time on online spaces, that a lot of Magic is played at LGSs, and that's how we do get more players playing, by showing them how much fun we're having in our niche formats.
Hang on, Frank. I think that's a bit unfair. Me and you spend a lot of time. In fact, you spend way more than me, but we both spend a lot of time at our LGSs. It's just, our LGSs have a lot of other games that they're also involved with at the same time. So,
I mean, yeah, they're LGSs, and now with was it Pokemon, One Piece, Yu Arena, all going on. It's great to see.
I gotta see. I was watching MTG Goldfish today. They're actually talking about another. I'm not going to reference it because I forgot the name of it, but they were referencing another card game that was talking about Magic as well.
I don't know. Lorcana is still popping off.
No, it was not Lorcana. It was a newer one. Really cool. They want to do like Secret Layers. They want to collab with Magic the Gathering. So,
Okay.
yeah, MTG Goldfish podcast. It's awesome. Go watch it.
We're plugging in everyone.
Have you guys heard about this man named the Professor?
Never heard of him.
Who's
Met
that?
him in person. Exactly.
That's the only content creator I know. I don't really watch MTG content creation that isn't Common Theory, Jalapeno Poppers, and the PDH pod. It's like all I do. Sometimes I just feel bad though, because like there's so many people that like the rest of the community just knows, and like I don't know who anyone is because I just don't consume content that isn't like explicitly PDH flavored content. People will pop into the Discord server and be like, "Oh, did you see the latest episode of Game Nights? It was so cool." And I was like, "What's a game night? Like, I don't know what that is. Like, what's happening?" Like at Chicago, someone rolled up to the PDH zone on Sunday for Dallas's event dressed like Chandra, and everyone was like, it's this one lady that does like cool things. And I was like, who? I don't like. Her name is Chandra, obviously. Like, why are you calling her this funny name? Like, I don't know, something.
Like, I've never heard of Calavera cosplay. I've never met Bones in my life. By the way,
I literally don't know what you're saying right now. I don't know who those people are.
That's part of why it's super funny that I brought you along with people.
See, I'm behaving so good, Franklin. You're proud of me. I know you're proud of me.
No, I was going to say, Alk, because why we brought you on is because you have the PDH pod, and your server's like amazing. You guys bring people into the format, do amazing work.
I really enjoyed that server. I don't know what happened. Like when the PDH pod started doing its thing, we sort of just like instantly attracted like all of the weirdest personalities in the format. Just became our like immediate fan base. So we got like we just sort of immediately got like Scooby and like Springer and like Slats and Von Schiller and Drew and Hive and Mizu and like so many other people. And like it turns out when you just put them into a server and without any like rules or direction, they just turn it into the coolest place on the internet. And like none of it makes sense. Like it was like a 30-minute long discussion on the channel yesterday about like what guild or tricolor within Magic's like, color pie, how do you categorize ranch dressing? And like who comes up with I'm not asking you to discuss this because I have seen the ranch dressing discourse and I do not need more of that in my life. But like I need to just like very explicitly claim 0 credit for like that Discord server being amazing. Like that's just because it's full of crazy people who are really entertaining. I'm just along for the ride.
Hey, hang on.
I have contributed very little.
I need you to. I need to interrupt you, and I need you to work with my brain.
You have my full attention.
Ranch dressing. What? Explain it again. Wait, explain it again for me.
What colors of Magic is ranch dressing?
Banned.
Specifically 2 and 3 color.
No, it's
Brad.
white and
Brad
black.
said,
"Have you ever eaten ranch dressing ever?" Like it's white and black. There's not even a discussion there. Work with me. Wait. It's
My answer, I think ranch dressing is Selesnya. I think that
Okay.
Caesar
I
dressing.
You eat it with celery, and you drop your food in. I'm so confused.
I think ranch is Selesnya. I think Caesar is Azorius.
I feel like blue cheese would be more Golgari.
Azorius. What?
Blue cheese. Blue cheese.
Yeah.
Blue cheese is Abzan.
It's
But it's
black,
mold.
actually.
Right. That's why it's
What is
Abzan.
happening here?
I hate how true that is.
No, it's not. It's
Right?
Mardu.
Like blue cheese is obviously Abzan.
You eat it with your barbecue chicken wings. It's gonna get red in it, and it's red, white, and black.
It's definitely not blue though, because it's spelled BLEU. It's just it's the mold.
Yeah, I know.
factor. Like okay, it's got
Right.
to be
Yeah,
black,
I agree.
right?
You're right.
No, that is definitely okay. So yeah, blue cheese is definitely Golgari for sure.
Yeah.
What?
Well, I think
No.
it's
What are we eating
Abzan.
it
I think
with?
blue
What
cheese
are
is
we eating it
Abzan.
with? Do we just
Not-
have
not-
cheese? Like cheese, plain cheese? Or do we have cheese with our food?
I don't know. String cheese you eat by itself.
String cheese? Why are we involving string cheese? For what are we
Because you
doing?
said, do you eat cheese by itself, or do you eat it with other food? I'm like, it depends on the cheese.
What about Parmesan cheese? Like, what are we doing here?
Parmesan cheese
whiz
you have to put onto
is
something else.
artificial, so I'm gonna say it's because it's chaotic.
Oh my god, cheese whiz! No,
Cheese whiz
you know what? You do. You're right because you spray it down into your mouth, which is red, and it turns. I agree. It's it.
No, someone stop! Someone clip that. I need a clip of Gator saying, "You spray it down into your mouth, and that's red." that's the soundbite.
Do and you
That's it.
shift, right?
Ship it.
Lightning bolt. Dude, argue with that. You all know that I'm right. And you guys agree with it too. Like, yes, this guy is right. He's on it. Cheese whiz. Have you ever seen anyone actually cheese whiz a cracker? You cheese whiz it in your mouth. It's
It's the leaning tower of cheese.
yes, see, he knows it. And then the whole tower of cheese. See? Cheese.
Incredible.
You've never had cheese whiz, have you, Franklin? Don't do it.
No, I am a normal human being.
And dude, it layers the inside of your belly incorrectly, and then it turns into like mine, and then you don't have an inner layer anymore. So don't do it.
Little addiction.
Maybe that's why it's red.
Biscuit cracker cheese whiz.
Yeah, Alex, I think the secret to having a good community is just letting unhinged people just say normal, safe for work conversations.
Right. That's
Y'all never had
That-
cheese
that-
whiz like that. Come on, that's amazing.
like
Saltine.
honestly, like this is my like one meaningful contribution to the online community building discussion is just like become friends with Scooby and then just let him do what he wants in your server and then profit. That's it. That's my secret. That's all I got.
I remind Scooby every once in a while that we miss him like in our morning talks. Because we used to talk to him like back when he was back in his old job when he had some time to speak.
Yeah, peanut
So
butter
it's
jelly
like-
time.
Yeah,
Peanut butter jelly time.
yeah, like that was the funniest thing, just hearing that. Oh yeah, no, Smuckers and Bus Phone are the same company, and we just do trades. We trade coffee for peanut butter, or trade peanut butter for dog treats.
I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I completely
Beautiful.
forgot what the subject that we were discussing was about. What is our main subject?
To be honest, the main subject
What
of
do you-
this one is
What do you
You
want
wanna
it to
bring people
be
together.
now? Like
yeah. At this point, it's just like if you want to bring people together, just meet up with crazy people who match your vibes,
Okay.
and then everyone will just come together.
Okay, let's test
That's
you.
it.
Let's
That's the
test you
maneuver.
right now, Franklin. I have a set of magic cards in front of me. Let's see if we can match you. It's just these are the cards physically in front of me right now. Let's see. Do you believe that we've gone down a slippery curse?
That
Or
matches.
yeah, I'm just grabbing the cards right in front of me. Or do you believe that was an utter insignificance?
No, I'll just co-sign that to memory.
I don't feel you should have done that, my bro. Because let's be brutally honest. Oh wow, I have some really good ones here. These are kind of like backbreaking.
That's all I know with this whole episode is that I'm just feeling hungry right now.
Yeah. That's what Outcast is abnormal endurance for us.
Bro, you said that, and the card I was holding in my hand was Survival of the Fittest.
Oh, you know what's funny about this whole hunger thing? I have two Oolong Season's Hungers in front of me.
Oh my gosh. Franklin, I demand answers for this. Dude, they're literally all in front of me. This is like so messed up. We really need to have a deep analysis about everything we've just been discussing right now.
Really gotta brainstorm on what we're gonna be coming up with next.
Hey that's a good one.
But I think that's honestly what really brings everyone together. Just opening up a third space for everyone, just letting people just have like air out their wacky ideas. Yeah.
Well, let me ask you a question, Franklin. Let's see if Alk agrees with me. I'm going to speak for myself here, but I'm going to kind of direct it to everybody here. We're all some sort of kind of special, and I'm going to direct that to myself, truthfully. But one of the things I enjoy about being a nerd, I obviously love my Magic cards, but I obviously love my giant collection of Transformers. If you guys can't see, I got Batman Beyond. Yes, OG Batman Beyond, sealed in case up there. I got the Flash from Flashpoint, the OG Flashpoint. He's up there in the corner. We're all some sort of kind of nerds, and we're all kind of weird, and I really appreciate that. We gotta kind of be accepting, because I think all of us have had some sort of kind of weird thing about us when we were growing up. And I use Magic the Gathering as a way to not do drugs and make friends. And to this day, I still do that. And I'm old as shit. So, yeah.
I think Gator was. I'm pretty sure we went over the sort of how we met on the PDH pod on this podcast before, or we met at
We've never actually gone through it here.
Really?
Do you want to give the quick blurb about? You want me to give the quick blurb about how we?
Yeah, go for it. Run it down, because you were the one who was at the store first, and then I showed up.
So, me and Franklin met. The way we met was I was at a game shop. I was playing. I kept getting kicked out of the play groups, and I kept getting kicked out because they kept telling me that I was too competitive. They're like, "Dude, all you want to do is win, and we're trying to have fun." I was like, "Dude, there's 8 players in the commander pod." And they would keep killing me first because my deck was too competitive.
And it was Crackling Trick.
And it was, it was a Pauper commander deck. And it was Crackling Drake. And I was going toe-to-toe with like Malcolm Kettis. Like this was so that's actually after I had met Franklin. So this is prior to meeting Franklin. So this is before Malcolm Kettis. I was talking to people and they were like, "Hey, you can't play in our group. You have to wait for this guy, this Golgari player." And I was like, "What? You guys are kicking me out of the group to wait for one person? And then when he gets here, you both could jump in our group together." And I was like, "Why?" "Because he's competitive and you're competitive, so you both could play together in our group." And I'm like, this makes no sense. Like, what are you talking about? They're like, "Yeah, so when he gets here, you both could play together." And I was like, "But in your group?" They're like, "Yeah." And I'm like, so I've been shunned? This is so messed up. And then Franklin walks in. And Franklin's like, "Hey, I'm here. I have my Marin deck. Let's fucking send it. Who wants to lose?" And I was like, "I do. I want to lose." Yeah, like, let me lose, dude. And he goes, "Yeah, let's join their pod." And they were like, "Yeah, you both get in the pod." And then me and Franklin just kept losing over and over again because they would just kill both of us. And it was like 8 people. It's not like normal commander pods where it's like 4 people. It's like 8 people. Like, we have a whole entire table and they just kept killing us first. I'm on 3 lands. Franklin's on 3 lands. And they just kill us both. And we're like, "Why are you guys killing us?" And they kept telling us that we were too competitive for them. And I was like, I'm so confused with what is happening. I was like, "You people met me one time." And then me and Franklin walked outside, and they're like, "I love you, man." I was like, "I love you too, man." And then we became friends, and then that's it.
Yeah, and then fast forward to where we are today.
We go to each other's houses. Like my kid plays with his kid. Our wives play together. We make sure we get them the best Matchbox cars. Find golf clubs.
I forgot exactly how the hell we met, because other than like was it one TikTok group, and then that old server of like I don't really want to talk about it because that's like
Yes, the old server. We met through the old server. As far as everybody in that server, I met them through Discord. Like I didn't even meet anybody really from TikTok. The only person I knew from TikTok at that time was Cranium, because he's the one who invited me to that server. And then I got more acquainted with you and Callie and a few other people. I'm like, oh, okay. It's like, I know who to follow. I know who's cool. I'm going to go check out their content. And then, yeah, it's just how we sparked our friendship from there. I remember our first game together too. You were playing, oh God, what's his name?
oh god.
Okay, yes. That was my first interaction with you. And it was like, man, this guy's like hyper competitive. It's like, I don't know how to feel about him yet. And then just after that, like, just like getting to know you more and talking to you more. It's like, okay, no, he's not that. It's like, no, he's cool.
I miss being able to play gut into like regular EDH games.
Alkadron could elaborate on the menacing skeletons. He knows them quite well.
I need someone to make custom menace skeleton tokens. Not because of gut. Like I've never played a gut deck in my life, but like the Undercity makes the same skeletons, and I constantly go through the Undercity, and then I'm like, oh, let me grab a skeleton token, and I just never have a 4/1 skeleton token. Like I have so many custom tokens through like, the Sanctuary thing. Like I've got a bunch of Gator tokens from Sanctuary. I've got a bunch of like Springer tokens from his Patreon.
No
one's ever made me
a skeleton yet?
I don't think so. Maybe he did, and it's just I haven't gotten it.
Pretty awesome.
Springer's great. I love his tokens. Springer, if you have made a skeleton and I'm just not remembering it, first of all, please accept my apologies, and second of all, please send me 10 more.
And
if you haven't made one yet, send me 11.
I don't know if Springer even watches us, so if they don't, I'm gonna wave my finger.
Make sure.
Like that.
I'll turn this into a short. This is like Springer.
Yeah.
Good.
I will.
He needs to see this.
You know what? I'll subscribe to his Patreon for at least 2 months just to make sure that we get the skeletons done.
I'll do it, Frank.
Yeah.
I'll subscribe to his Patreon. I got this.
I love the tokens that he's done.
Yeah.
Was it because he also has that really nice simplistic food token that I think he did for Chicago? There was one.
I think the Chicago one was a poison.
Oh yeah, it was something very nice, very basic. It just said,
yeah.
Speaking of tokens, these jalapenos are super sick.
So good.
I'll tell Bernie and Miles all the time, I'm so jealous that their design is super sick. The name of the channel is amazing. They're really cool guys.
I love that so much.
Every time I see the name of their podcast, I get so mad that I didn't think of that. Like it's such a good name.
It really is the best compliment I think any content creator can ever get. Is like, I hate you because like I didn't think of the name and it's amazing.
I do that with Magic decks too. Like sometimes I'll see a Magic deck and I'll be like, what is this even for? Oh. And then I'll just get furious that I didn't have that idea. I'm like, other people are smarter than me. No.
Yeah, because I wish I could come up with like names for decks, but I haven't, because all Gator's deck names are usually pretty good. When I built Abdel Blue, I like named it off of like Super Saiyan Blue, so I named it like Abdel Blink God Super Blink or some stupid thing like that.
Coming up with a name for my decks is like one of my favorite things to do. So Uranai, I think it's how you pronounce it, the one that's coming out for Tarkir. It's the new Teamer Face Commander. It's Uranai of the Unwritten. So I'm like, okay, I think I can work with this. And I decided to use a Panic at the Disco song reference. So I write Uranais, not tragedies.
That's good.
So, I'm so bad compared to you guys. I have like one good name out of like every like 100 decks. Like most of my decks are Phyrexian Censor / CPDH, Scholar of the
Yeah.
Ages / CPDH.
Yeah, but you have Gut Them, Lead Them, which is like the
Yeah.
perfect name for Gut
Well,
Leader.
yeah, I have some good ones, right? But like those names, I'm sitting around with like a chat with like 6 people, and we're like shooting the shit, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Yeah, gut them," and I was like, "Yeah, why don't you lead them?" And then we're all like, and
My
then
God.
and then we make the name, right? But that's like 1 out of 100. I wish I was better at it. I can't ever take the credit. Like I do it with a group of people, you know what I mean? So it's like,
I do a thing every like month or two. I go through like every single deck I have and I update it for the new cards in the new set. And part of that process involves just staring at my Moxfield list of like everything, which I mean you can see there's many that are over here as well. And I'll just like grab them off the shelves and I'll sit them down on my table and I'll do a Control F on my Moxfield page and just search for the commander's name. And for like 90% of my decks, the deck name is just the commander name, and I find it easily. And then 10% of my decks, I decided to be like an idiot, and the commander name is not part of it. And I have to stop and be like, wait, what did I name this stupid deck? And I'll have to like really think about it, and then it's bad. I try not to mess with that anymore. I try as much as possible. I'm just like, oh, I'm going to try to build a new Sunblessed Conqueror deck. I'm going to name it Sunblessed Conqueror. There's no more.
And it doesn't have that you can change the cover of your Moxfield to any card in the deck. So it's like, it's the main answers. But I can't remember which deck has is this.
so Alec, I actually got a good one for you. So this is actually about like here locally that me and Franklin actually do. One reason I actually quit naming my decks like funky names was because I would go, hey guys, look, this is Lagrella the Magpie. This is my Bant, Blinky, Infinite, whatever, 42 other names, and my like the brand new player I just met that doesn't know what Lagrella is goes, I don't know what you said to me, and I go, oh, it's a Lagrella deck, and they go, oh, cool, and then I hand it to them, right? So I quit actually, like I made it like more simplistic because when I was introducing new players like at the LGS with Franklin, and I would hand them Scholar. They're like, hey, what does your deck do? And I would go, oh, hey, High Tide. And they go, hey, thanks. And that was it. Like, literally,
Yes.
that was literally it. It wasn't even like complicated. They were like, High Tide, 2 thumbs up. And I was like, oh. And then I would hand them like Wilson Far Traveler, and they would go, oh, it's the bear. And I go, yeah. They're like, why is it the white background? And I'm like, it's a deck of commons. And they go, oh, Far Traveler blinks its other common cards. And I was like, yeah, creatures that draw you cards. And they're like, thanks. And then they would walk away. And we would play like tons of games. So I started making the names like just basic, even though it was kind of like weird. But like even my daughter would introduce like new players even like at the LGS with her deck, and she was just like, hey, it's Dargo Kedis, and they'd be like, what does it do? And she goes, red deck wins. And she goes, oh, you don't know what red deck wins is? Attack and burn people. And they're like, oh, that's very red from everything I've ever heard about Magic the Gathering.
Exactly as red as squirting it straight down your throat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well,
Yeah.
you need a little extra,
Like you do.
for that one. You got to do
Yeah.
it. Okay.
That's why I sent Callie my copy of Dargo Caddis just so she can play it at conventions. And I think she got Sandwich from Girl Pod into Popper through Dargo Caddis.
Yep.
Franklin, tell me if I'm wrong. Are there a few decks that you can play in the format even when you lose repeatedly? You're sitting there like this the entire time, just like, yes.
That's Dargo Caddis.
Like,
It's
I'm
maximum
losing.
miles per hour.
All gas, no brakes, no steering. That's what red deck wins means.
I am just now. I ventured into PDH like more towards the end of last year with Arabella, and I came up with a goofy name for that deck as well, of course, and it's probably my favorite name I ever came up with. Even just at regular pods, like not even just playing in PDH. Like, hey, it's like you got something lower power-ish. I'm like, yeah, let me just grab Arabella PDH. If the board gets wiped, I'm screwed. But I named her Dolly Teria Apartin.
It took me a while too.
What did it take you? Dolly Parton, bro. Come on.
It's like I got the same reaction. It's like, say that again, and then it's like, oh, okay, I catch on now. That's good.
Oh, I'm old, dude. I love me some Elvis Presley. I love me that era of music. So I know that era quite well. Blue
Good
Moon,
stuff.
all of those songs. Yes.
Have you ever listened to an artist called Jive Bunny and the Master Mixers?
I'm
That's
gonna
a name.
look this up.
It's one of the names of all time. I've only listened to one of his albums, but it's exclusively dance remixes, like modern techno dance remixes of Elvis Presley songs. Not my favorite band, but it definitely, like, there's every time I hear the word Elvis Presley, like this guy made enough of an impression on me that I just always associate it with that.
Yeah, because that's like Richard Cheese doing a whole bunch of like lounge music covers.
And I'm just old, right?
I don't-
The classics aren't even classics to most people because like classics to me are like even like Shania Twain.
Oh,
I don't think that's old enough.
I think
What are you talking about, dude? Like what?
the 90s was only 30 years ago.
That
you shut your mouth.
says
Shut it
Antique.
all the way.
that is the definition for an antique. You get that, right? Like
No, that's 25 years. But oh my god, yeah,
why are you making it worse?
I wouldn't consider Shania Twain classic rock, but at this point, but yeah,
I didn't say classic rock. I said classic. Like, what do you do? Oh my god.
I don't know. To me, classic is still like 60s music. I don't think I mentioned this before, but I'm pretty sure everyone's had like a Beatles girlfriend at one point.
Franklin, how old is the '60s right now? Can you tell me?
The answer to this question is that time is fake, as numbers aren't real, and we need to move on because you're making me feel bad.
The 60s was 40 years ago. Okay, that's the bottom line.
Yeah, exactly. The 60s will always be 40 years ago. Des gets me.
Wait, am I not the oldest? Am I not the oldest person here? I thought I was the oldest person.
What year were you born?
Aren't you? 86.
85. Get wrecked.
97?
95.
Yeah. Well,
I just turned
Okay.
30.
oh, we got a super young buck, bro. Super young buck. Dude, I got a daughter almost as old as you.
Elvis Presley daughter, okay?
That's not cool, dude. That's why you're so pretty. You still got the nice clean face, dude. Love your bags that look like my bags are different colors than the rest of my face.
I really like Rush, and I really like The Doors, but that's like the end of my enjoyment of classical music. Like every other time I try to listen to like oldies, I'm like, I don't know what this is. And every time someone puts on the Beatles, I'm like, this is actually bad music.
Oh, the Beatles is
I like
not
the
the
Beatles.
oldies. Please do not consider the Beatles the oldies. That's like saying, oh, the best music from the 90s is only Cher, which has nothing to do with the fucking 90s. Even though Cher could be good music, which I do like Cher.
Don't you believe in life after love, Gator?
Well, no, I do like Cher, but like most people just say the 90s is just Cher, and you're like, no, what?
The 90s is also
Cher.
Backstreet
Bro,
Boys
so-
and NSYNC
so much good.
and 98 Degrees.
Exactly, that's my point.
And also,
You
like,
see how those two
Korn?
conflict with each other.
When did Linkin
Yeah,
Park
that was
happen?
part
Was
of that.
Was Linkin Park 2000? When was
2000.
Hybrid Theory?
2000.
2000 was okay. So
2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
I mean, you got like Hatebreed. You got like a lot of really good bands. I'm gonna say my real age here when I start naming bands. All right, so we're gonna start talking about
Change the subject.
What was the subject of the podcast again?
once again.
we're-
I agree.
At this point, the question is, what do you want it to be? Like,
Yeah, I think that's honestly how you build communities. Just like let people start yapping and just go off of like, yeah, we match vibes. We all hang out. That's it.
To all the viewers out there, to build a community, just talk to people. It's that easy.
Yeah,
Clip it.
honestly.
Clip it.
communication.
Make sure he uses some cheese. Put the cheese in, bro. Cheese whiz that shit.
Put the cheese.
Cheese whiz.
Put the cheese whiz. That's how we know. That's how we know you're a red player. You put the cheese whiz directly into your throat.
Follow up with a shaken up monster right after.
Oh,
I guess. Quick question.
Around here, we call that the breakfast of champions.
Oh, we do definitely. All right, Alk, which monster is your favorite?
I've never actually had Monster.
Oh,
I do Red Bulls from time to time.
Oh, my kidneys. Oh, they're hurting.
So my wife really likes Red Bull and drinks it kind of a lot. She calls them. I don't know. Have you guys ever played the Pokemon TCG?
yeah.
Yes.
So you know how like instead of lands they have energies. You attach energy cards to your Pokemon. That's what my wife calls Red Bulls. So like if she's like in bed like at 9 o'clock at night and she's thirsty, she'd be like, "Hey, can someone give me an energy?" And she's asking for the 9 p.m. Red Bull, and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll bring you an energy," and then I'll just have one too. And it's not a wise decision, but I've never actually had Monster. I'm sure it's fine.
Do they still give you energy?
I've never been very affected by caffeine. Caffeine just doesn't do anything for me one way or another. There was a period of my life when I was teaching 8 a.m. classes an hour and a half away from my house, and I was like leaving at like 6 a.m. every day. And I was like, maybe coffee will make this a better experience for me. And I was like, just like, because I'd never drinking coffee. I've never seriously been like, I had a coffee habit before. And like, I would hit a coffee shop as the start of my drive every day. And the only thing it did for me was give me a terrible headache on the weekends when I didn't grab a coffee in the morning. And I was like, this sucks. Like, this isn't giving me any energy. It's not making me more alert or aware or like conscious. It just makes it terrible for me when I don't have coffee. I'm not doing this again. And I just don't have coffee or caffeine ever.
Yeah, my wife suffers from like the caffeine withdrawals too sometimes.
Yeah. Like the caffeine withdrawals are real. But then like for me, like when caffeine doesn't meaningfully impact me in a positive way, it's easy to just never drink caffeine ever and then like not worry about it, except for the once every 2 weeks that I'll drink a Red Bull just because I like the way it tastes.
Yeah, just get a fix.
Yeah.
He hates his kidneys. We hear it.
Go on like a roller coaster and it'll spin it out.
Exactly.
It's a real thing apparently, where like if you have kidney stones and you go on a roller coaster, the centrifugal force just pushes the kidney stone out.
Here's a fun fact about that sentence. Not saying it costs nothing.
Look, man, I'm not the one who said it. Actually, I am the one who said it. I'm not the one who did the research on it. I'm just reporting on it.
Well, I would like to let you guys know that root water alligator is the only alligator that existed in Magic the Gathering until they changed it. And it's now a damn crocodile. Alligators don't exist in Magic the Gathering. Still mad about that. But,
no Bucephalus, and that pisses me off.
Yeah, what the stuff they changed. Yeah, that was a very strange one. But with that said, Franklin, I think this was a very entertaining episode. Hopefully people enjoy this. We were shooting the shit. We were having a good time. And if you guys, please put down in the comments below if you think there was a reason we needed to talk about something actually, like, for real.
Wait. Like, this was just the pre-show, right? Like, we're going to record the actual episode where we talk about important things after this?
This is
Did I badly misunderstand?
Yeah, see? Then we're already done. We did it.
What?
Here, I'm going to send you a Rollo alligator. See? It's by.
And that's how you build communities. Roll credits. Executive producer,
yes.
Dick Wolf.
Hey, yo. Are those dread moths? Is that all dread moths?
Oh, that's right. So,
Red Maws.
yeah. Oh, Gator. So you know how there's that Dreadmaw equipment in MH3.
No.
Dread Mask.
All right, Des, hit him with the Dread Mask.
Colossal Red Mask. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Colossal Dread Mask. Oh, yeah. The better dread moth. Yeah.
Yeah, guess who got the?
You watch your mouth.
It's the better.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't say art-wise.
That's amazing.
Better one.
So I got the preview for Colossal Dreadmask and Earthshaker Dreadmaw.
Nice.
2 for 2. Incredible.
Shaker.
That's awesome.
Sick. I gotta send you mine. My daughter collects dinosaurs, so like that's why I knew what it was as soon as you waved it across the screen. So, and she has one in her deck, her casual dinosaur deck. So like,
The
I'm
worst
so happy it's not
copy,
good,
but
Chef.
also my favorite copy, just because it just does not fit whatsoever, is this one.
I hate that.
oh,
stupid
but
shit.
so many
I
people
hate
hate it.
I hate it, but I love it at the same time.
See, I see, Franklin. I'm the same with that. Like, dude, the art is sick.
The art is sick. I just don't like that none of the dinosaurs match.
I agree, but it's still yeah.
No, Atali's not the Spinosaurus, and because of that, I cannot buy it off of that principle.
Okay, I do agree with that, and I also agree on the one that's it's the Brontosaurus. Like why is not like is that the is that one?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
this
Is that the
this is
Dreadmaw?
Colossal Dreadmaw.
Okay. Yeah, that one was still like kind of like I showed it to my daughter, and she like fought me with it. She's like, "Well, I could see it. It's just tall and dreadful," and I was like, "You can't see its head. It's in the sky, and you're this big. You're not dreaded by nothing you can see."
It's gonna sneeze on you.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
So
Well, I get the only thing that makes sense is a trample, and that's it.
it was unique. It was a very entertaining conversation with a 14-year-old. So, but with that said, I hope you guys really enjoyed our episode of us literally shooting the shit with some good people.
Because honestly, that's honestly what the community is: just talking to your friends, having fun, bringing them all together.
Yep.
In a shared space.
Before we leave,
Hang out in the
if
water
you guys-
cooler chat, fam.
If you guys could plug each other again, plug one another. Alk, if you want to start first, plug yourself so people can find you. And then Dino, please.
Yeah.
After.
My name is Alkadron. I do things with the PDH pod. I do things with a couple other PDH spaces. If you are upset about a PDH rule, you should definitely communicate that to Derek. I'm not involved. And this is my friend Dino Dez.
Heyo, everybody. This is Dino Dez. I make Magic the Gathering content, mostly about dinosaurs, deck techs on dinosaurs and Magic the Gathering, but I also do normal deck techs and memes just for everybody to have a good laugh with. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. I'm on all social media platforms, but the main focus I want to focus on, especially what we've been talking about today, is community building. So I want you guys to also check out Midwest MTG. I'm the founder of this organization that is, like I said at the beginning of this episode, just to bring the community to the LGSs. So if you just so happen to be in Midwest on April 5th, we will be at a LGS called Moonshot Games, hosted by Queen Honey. And we will be doing a Tarkir pre-release that day.
And with that, everyone, thank you so much for this wacky ride of an episode. You can follow us over on Blue Sky, TikTok, YouTube. Follow us over on Spotify. If you also haven't followed PDH Pod on Spotify, go right ahead. They're amazing people. And with that, everyone, have a great week.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for watching. And if you want to support the channel, please subscribe and join the Discord in our link below. And become a member over on our Patreon.
Shout out to all of our patrons: Eric, Cobraman, Aaron, Dax, Devin, NYC Burrito, Little Rat Lotad, Frank, Scoob, HZ, and Too Much Do. Thank you for all of your support.